I'm here today to go over another service that the library has access to. It's called NoveList. NoveList is a reader's advisory website that allows you to search for books that are similar to books you enjoy or authors that are similar to authors that you already like. They allow you to find more material based on what you've read, what you like, whether it's writing style, the genre, or maybe pacing. It'll help you find that information and gives you why they consider them similar. So let's get started. You will be required to log in. It may require you to log into our website to access the online resources. So here under username or barcode, simply put in your barcode, which will be the full number on the back of your library card, and then your PIN, which will be a 4 to 6 digit password that you would have set up with your account. Don't worry if you forgot it. You can hit forget your PIN, reset it, and get access. So once you're logged in, you can come down here to where it says NoveList, and there's actually two, NoveList and NoveList Plus. The difference between the two is NoveList just covers fiction, where NoveList Plus covers fiction and nonfiction. So if you're not looking for nonfiction books, you can just use NoveList. But if you're going to search, might as well just use NoveList Plus. And if you need to look for nonfiction, you have it right there at your hand instead of having to go back and log on. So once you're logged on, the website will look like this. It'll give you options to search for. So up here, I'm in the mood for books that are. It'll allow you to select age range, pacing, so leisurely pace, suspenseful, compelling, dramatic, haunting. You can browse by genres. You can look them up here as well. So keeping up is what it's under. So biographies, history, young adult literature, science fiction, fantasy. And then it'll have other areas, so like awards and audiobooks. Up here at the top, you can search by keyword. You can also search by title, author, series, and narrator. So you can describe a book, say Japan 1930 women. Maybe you're looking for a book placed in Japan during the 1930s and has women as the main character or a main character. You can also come over here to the side and look at recommended reads list. So they have fiction and nonfiction, age range, and then other categories. So best of 2019 fiction, fiction A to Z, mysteries, reading during pandemic. So we're just going to click on the reading during pandemic to take a look, and as you can see, it will give us another list. So do I want cozy and gentle, funny and lighthearted, apocalypse fiction, fast-paced thrillers, or maybe heartwarming reads? You know what? It's already a pretty crazy time, so let's look at cozy and gentle stories. So now it's given me a list of recommended reads, and we'll just click on one. So, Death of a Gossip. So it's going to give me a description, the book appeal terms, so what makes it appealable, characters are likable, tone is amusing, atmospheric, heartwarming, upbeat, gives me a book list, and then others, things I can search by. So I can look for an audiobook, I can look at more about this book, to get just more information again on the tone, characters, genre, subject heading. So maybe you want to look for more under murder investigation or gossip columnist in Scotland. And then list of articles that this book may be on. And then over here on the right, you're going to have Readalikes that are similar to Death of a Gossip and could be up your alley on what you like to read. And it's giving you a keyword up here from what I like search by. So let's look up something like Game of Thrones. So now it's giving us results for Game of Thrones. And it's got the first one up here, gives you a little bit of information. It even says accelerated reader levels, which could be important for students. Up here you can print, email, or save if you want to remember for later. You can't really keep track of it right then. Over here on the left you can refine the results to audience, type of fiction, whether it's fiction or nonfiction, publication date, and genre, theme, storyline. So I could click on character, and do I want a large cast, maybe culturally diverse, strong female. I could look at pace, whether it's fast paced or leisurely. Writing style, is it compelling or richly detailed or gritty and witty? So right here I can look at title readalikes, author readalikes, and series readalikes. The title readalikes are going to find other books that are similar to this book. The author readalikes is going to find other authors that might be similar to George R.R. Martin. And in series, it's going to give me other series that might be similar to A Song of Ice and Fire, which is the name of the series for the books. So let's click on Author Readalikes and take a look. So it's giving me a list right here that I can actually print off, or if you have one that you think might be long on the list, you can hit Suggest a Purchase. So it's giving me Dorothy Dunnett is number one, and it'll actually give you reasons. So Martin's fans may try her complex historical fiction filled with memorable characters, clever dialogue, and commanding knowledge of the 15th and 16th century art, culture, and politics. So that might be appealing to people. Or say J.R.R. Tolkien. George R.R. Martin depends less on magic. Both are titans of the fantasy genre for their complex characters, intricate plots, and gritty stories. So it helps give you a little bit of information to help know why they're associated. For title readalikes, so the first one is The Wolf. The reason, it's an epic fantasy that's distinguished by large casts of characters and richly detailed worlds. Or The Black Prism by Brent Weeks. Strong world building and well-drawn casts. So it's making those comparisons of, say you like having multiple characters to read about, like having a lot of description and detail. It'll help you find those books, which could be very important for students who are struggling with finding books that they're interested in, same for adults. So let's go back to the front page, and we'll look at the nonfiction as well. So maybe I want to look at the best of 2019. And I can look by biography and memoir, pop culture, travel writing, or history, politics, and global affairs. So let's take a look at history, politics, and global affairs. So as you can see, it's giving me the recommended reads list like we looked at earlier, and different books. So let's just take a look at the first one, Rick Atkinson's The British Are Coming. We'll click on it and see what it's about. So its genres are history writing, it's fast-paced, it's accessible, compelling, descriptive, richly detailed, and well-researched. It'll give you a publisher's, a library journal, and Kirkus reviews. Again, the audiobooks, the more about this book, and the lists and articles. So again, those descriptions earlier, the locations to talk about where it's talking about. And then as you can see over here, it's going to give you readalikes similar to that one. So if you look up here, David McCullough's 1776, who's a typical, he does fiction and nonfiction. So we could even click on the author here to go to what books we have by him. And it's going to give his books, and again, audiobooks, if he has any series, and more about this author. And over here on the right, it's going to give us readalikes in comparison to this author. Where this information may come in important is for a student who's needing nonfiction for some kind of research, whether they're writing a history paper about events that have happened, maybe about a person, or maybe they're looking up biology books and they find one they really liked and they want one similar to it because of their writing style, or they explain a complex topic pretty easily. It might be a little bit easier to find those books. Thank you for using the library and our services, and have a wonderful day.